Hey everyone, today we're at Wolf Pen Gap on our side-by-sides. It's another activity you can do around here, very popular trails. Pretty much every weekend you'll see a long stream of trucks with trailers and side-by-sides and people coming out to camp and ride all the trails around here. Very popular and also a lot of fun. Today my goal was to get a video of it to give you a preview of what these trails look like, etc. I was also wanting to find this really cool cave. It's actually a cave on the side of a very big hole in the ground. We've been there once. Really cool. You can drive up to the top of this cave or this opening, and there's a lot of room to park. And you can look down in the hole and see it's just like almost like a donut, a big hole going straight down in the ground. And then you can drive back down and get on another road, get to the bottom of it. Not as much parking there, but you can still fit your side-by-sides in typically, unless you got a big crowd. And you can actually walk through this cave and go through it to the center of that hole that you were looking at from above. So it's really cool. Really want to get this in video. However, at the beginning when you saw we were pointing around, etc., we were near the cave at that time. It's not technically on the trail system per se. I mean, it's not part of the map, I don't think, if you get a hold of a map of the trails. But it's a really cool cave to go to. We got lost. It's somewhere over there, not too far from where we're at this moment, but we never be able to get there. We think it was going up that trail where there was like 10 or 12 other side-by-sides trying to go up, and I think that's why we kind of shied away from it and thought we could come around at it from another angle, and we didn't find another way to do it. So we ended up getting lost, and finally after a while just gave up and decided to go to a swimming hole and try to cool off. It was pretty hot out there on the ride. When you get on some of these roads, we're on the trails now, but when you get on some of the county roads that connect these trails, trying to get from one side of the park to the other, it can get pretty dusty. I would recommend bringing a bandana. We forgot that. Possibly some goggles or some sort of glasses, because the dust can get pretty bad. If you watch later on and look at the dashboards, etc., on our side-by-sides, you'll see just a thick layer of dust. So take a bandana, take some, of course, we took snacks and drinks and stuff like that. Some of these trails can be pretty rough. I would recommend, if you're going on the trails, have at least one other friend and another side-by-side. So if your side-by-side breaks down or hopefully rolls over or something like that, or gets a flat, something like that, you have a way out. Or if it quits running, you have a way to be towed out by your buddy. So I would highly recommend not doing this just by yourself. But it's a lot of fun, a very popular place. I think you really enjoy it. And this video will show you some of the trails we were going through. And, of course, trying to find our way around. I don't know why we keep getting lost. Trail maps are hard to find. We heard that at the Wolf Pen Gap campgrounds, they had a really nice map, a big one that you can actually read. So that might be a place to look for a trail map. You can find them online, but they don't print, and couldn't find it. Taking a little bath. Now, can we do this without slipping and busting myself?
Yes. Very carefully.
Ooh! That water's cool. Yep. Oh. That's cold water. Holy moly. Wow, look at that water. It is clear. There's how clear water is in our streams around here. We got us a little, whoa, that's cold. Little waterfall. Look out, Steve, there's a spider. He's got a web across the creek. I'll knock them down for you. Well, he's right here. I got one on me now. Wow, it's pretty up through here. It curves on around and goes off in that way. This water's cold. Yeah, it's got another one here. He's got it. I guess the bugs get close to the water. He's got him a little web across there.
Yep. See, that's why I stopped here.
I should not say anything, just to let you find them yourself.
You want to watch me scream like those people, don't you?
Great video. That'd probably get my viewership up. I just put the title on there, See Steve Scream.
That's fucking fabulous.
That is cool water.
Bigger with the rock area. Yeah.
I need to do some grounding. We all do.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't dive. No diving.
See, I made it quiet.
Shallow into the pool.
Yeah. I'd leave a mark. I know, that's what's
Look how quickly it clears up just from here around the corner. Some water running down from up there too. Ha 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 ha. Whoa. Whoa. You ready to take the plunge?
Is that waterproof?
Yeah.
I don't know about no plunger.
GoPros by default are waterproof. Hopefully they are. We'll figure this out.
Watch the dust off.
Oh.
That'll work.
Smile. Don't do anything weird underwater because this is waterproof.
You hope it is.
It's supposed to be. I've not tested it yet. I think. I thought 100 meters, but I'm not sure. As we were.
That one looks good. No, I know where we're going. We're going over there.
Okay, we're loading up and heading home now. I didn't show you too much of the trails on this video. I think it's kind of like anything else, like on the riding videos too. Too much road or too much trails or whatever just can kind of be a little boring. And I'm trying to keep the video a little short as well. There's a lot of places to ride out here. It's a lot of fun. You can stay in town, or there's many campgrounds around here you can stay at. You can get your side-by-side out, your four-wheelers, and you can ride just about anywhere. I can't remember how many miles of trails there are. I'll have to look that up. I think there's over 20 miles of trails. I'll have to look that up. When we get to the second video on the Wolf Pen Gap, when we are successful in finding the cave, we'll probably show you a little more trails with that video, because it'll be a point of reference to try to find your way there. We'll try to include some directions, which turns to take, try to show you those visually so that if you try to find the cave yourself, you can. And we'll have grid coordinates for Garmin. Like I said, we had the grid coordinates for the cave, but once you get close to it and you're under all those trees, the Garmin has a heck of a hard time finding the satellite, and you get within like 0.2 miles and it just kind of doesn't know where you are anymore. So, and then there's a certain trails you have to remember to take, like the second left, stuff like that, while you're looking for the trail when you're nearby. And I couldn't remember all of that from the first time, the only time I've been there. So hopefully we'll show you more of that next time, and we'll be successful in finding the cave, and we'll be able to map out, like I said, coordinates, directions, and stuff to it so that you can find it on your own if you decide to ride out here. But anyway, I would encourage you to come out in your side-by-sides and four-wheelers and have some fun. See you then.